click Connections. Of course, I forgot to mention I'm running Windows Mobile 2005. Most of you probably are. Anyway, click the Connections tab, or icon, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Go to Add a New Modem Connection. In there, type whatever the name you want your connection to be. It really doesn't matter to me. Click Next. And wait for the thing to get done. Now you want to enter the number that you're going to dial to connect. So you don't want to dial a phone number because then you'll use your minutes. What we're doing is I have the $5.99 a month T-Zones data plan, and you want to access the data network, not the telephone. If you connect through a voice call, not only is your connection speed going to suck, like maybe 4 to 6 kps, if that, but you're going to be using your minutes and you're going to be getting charged. So to initiate a data connection, at least for a Motorola phone, I'm not sure with the other phones, like I said, check the show notes. You want to type *99***** 1 pound. That'll be listed in the show notes. Hopefully I can get Fox to go in with Premiere and put it up on the screen for you. It's behind me somewhere there. But, like I said, *99**** pound. Yeah. Okay. Let me go through this. Click Next. The username and the password, leave blank. You don't need it. It'll connect without it. And I'd make sure you click the little box that says save this information so you don't have to go through that step every time. Now just click Finish. Now, when you want to log on with the Pocket PC, just go into the settings and then to Connections and go to Manage Existing Connections. You'll see your connection up there. Mine, I just named T-Mobile. It'll show the phone number and everything. Just tap and hold on that connection and then go to Connect. Make sure your phone's in Discover mode. And it'll par. I think the first time you do it, it'll ask you to set a passkey. Just, you know how to, if you don't know how to do Bluetooth, fuck off. Anyway, now we're online. We can surf the internet, IRC, look at porn, whatever the hell you do out in the woods when nobody's around. You can do the same thing with the laptop. I can't even imagine how many other different devices, but I'm sure we'll find many devices to cram this into. But I hope this was more helpful than the last segment. Check out the show notes for more information. If you have any comments, if you got another phone that I don't mention in the show notes, please. There are different strings, different dial-in strings for each phone to access the data plan. It's not a network-based thing. That's for the phone to tell the phone to go into data. Anyway, fuck off.
In this segment, I'm going to show you how to piece together a 2.4 gigahertz video scanner. Now, I in no way take any kind of credit for even thinking of putting this thing together. It's just one of those, I had the right parts, I put it together, and it worked. A couple of other individuals that like to MacGyver the situation have done the same. So, I'm going to show you the basics of how to put it together. Other IPTV shows and other articles online show you how to put the system together, but they don't explain it too much, and the cost of it, way too absurd for my taste. And the way they put it together, none of the parts are reusable, so you're going to go and sink a significant amount of money to a one-time use project that's probably going to lose its fun after a couple of months. Anyway, into the materials. The main key is a 2.4 gigahertz video scanner. Well, technically it's a receiver. Some units actually have an auto scan feature, which this model happens to have. I would definitely look for that feature, otherwise you're going to have to build a circuit to automatically scan through the channels, which means you'll have to take the unit apart, open up, remove the selector switch, put some wires coming off the selector switch, and create a third-party schematic, which, I'll design. Maybe if you guys pester me enough, I'll design one and I'll put it on the website or something. Put it in the show notes. All receivers operate on the same frequency. They're all 2.4 gigahertz receivers. It doesn't matter what brand you have. All cameras operate on the 4 same frequencies every single time. It doesn't matter what brand you get. You can get X10, you can get Lorex, you can get Radio Shack, you can get Tandy, you can get what the hell ever no-name brand. The main thing about it is your antenna type. Now this has some junk built-in antenna, but you don't even have to worry about spending extra money to get an antenna jack. Later on I'll show you how to put your own antenna jack in. This actually cost me $40, and it also came with a 2.4 gigahertz infrared wireless black and white camera. For $40, the camera alone will sell for like 80 bucks. So I make money in this one. Expect to spend between $40 and $80 for a receiver. After that, you're going to need some kind of screen, any kind of screen. Not any kind of screen. You're going to need a screen that accepts a composite input. Now, you might be familiar with my 5-inch game screen, which I've showcased on the IR Vision, modified to have standard AV inputs. I'm not going to explain how to basically add connectors to a screen. Leave that for the forums, IRC, and show notes. Of course, I've also got the Game Boy Advance with the video input cartridge. Not the best screen, but it's portable. You can also use portable DVD players. This is a 4-inch portable DVD player. I added on an extended battery pack, and it's got a video input, and so does this little baby right here. This screen will probably run you between $40 to $60. If you can actually find the video cartridge for the Game Boy Advance, it'll probably run you between $25 to $35. DVD players, I don't know, between $80 to $300, depending on how much you want to sink into it. If you're actually having problems finding screens in your area, or even on the internet, peg me on IRC or peg me on the forums, and I'll give you some great ways of finding compatible screens. You cannot use digital screens, so you can't say, oh, but I have a used laptop panel or a flat panel. You can't use them because they're a digital signal. You need something that requires a composite signal. There's no way around that. Don't bother. Your cell phone won't work. Your used flat panel for your monitor won't work. What you could do is, if you do have a laptop, go get a USB capture box, Velcro it to the top, Velcro this to the top of your laptop as well. So when you're out war driving, you can see your Wi-Fi signals as well as your video signals side by side, which is something else I have to warn you about. This operates at the same exact frequency range as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, microwave ovens, and cordless phones. This is a very, very crowded frequency band, so expect signal problems without the appropriate equipment. You're also going to need the appropriate battery. Now, this device says it's supposed to be run from 9 volts. This screen says it's supposed to be run from 12 volts, but in fact, I can run them both from 7.5. I can plug this 7.5 volt, 3,300 milliamp hour battery into both my screen and my receiver, and essentially there's a portable unit right there. I'm not going to get into batteries and whatnot. I actually explained some of this in the infrared vision in a previous episode. Again, I'll put some stuff in the show notes about batteries and what to get. By the way, these are nickel metal hydroxides. I would stick with nickel metal hydroxide. They're the best for homebrew, and I guess beginner and intermediate electronics people. Do not go with NiCads. Try to stay away from lithium ion. They get to be kind of PMSy when it comes to heat and recharging. Okay, once you have a screen, once you have a video scanner, once you have a battery, it's just a matter of powering the screen, powering the scanner, and then hooking it all up. So because my screen has standard video connector, and so does my video receiver, all I have to do is plug this in, and there's the video signal of the camera I have right next to my rabbit's cage, vicariously looking at long, flopped ears. Indigenous and hairy. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Here, you want to go and plug it into a DVD player, go get the appropriate hookup cables. I mean, I'm automatically assuming you understand which end of a soldering iron to hold. I mean, you should know that by now. There you go. Another thing that you can use, I don't know if I mentioned it, I do have a short-term memory problem, your camcorder. A lot of camcorders nowadays actually allow you to plug a video signal when you put it into VCR mode. You can plug the video signal into the camera and then use the camera to record. Now, a little bit about law. This is an unlicensed frequency band, meaning anyone can transmit and anyone can receive as long as they don't go above a certain power output. But since you're receiving, no one cares. Well, they will care if you're recording a camera feed and publicly broadcasting it. In the United States, that is a crime. So if you want to go and use your camcorder, which I honestly think is a foolish idea because your camcorder is probably going to run at least $250 bucks. $250 for a camcorder, you got, say, $30 for the receiver, and then probably another $20 for the battery.